Hello, hello. Welcome to week 12. I'm going to announce my results this week because they're very exciting. I lost a whopping, drumroll please, 0 pounds. Woo! But I also gained 0 pounds, so I'm okay with it. I've identified a few reasons of why I think I didn't lose this week. For one, I was, like I said last week, eating when I was worried about gaining weight, and I was eating when I was worried that I wasn't going to lose any more weight. So talk about counterproductive, but I was doing it. Luckily, I identified it and stopped before it went too far. Second reason, I had greatly increased my carb intake. I'm not necessarily watching carbs like I've said before, but that is I kind of keep it in the back of my mind. But I was eating rice, pita chips, crackers, and I hadn't been eating foods like that before, so I'm going to kind of cut those out a little longer and see, keep the weight loss going. Third reason is I've lost so much weight already. It's like I've lost, 50 to 60% of what I plan on losing. So at some point I knew the loss was going to slow. So what I decided to do, I have a newfound energy from yesterday. I'm going to start journaling my food. I was a little resistant to it at first, but I'm like, you know what? It doesn't hurt me. If anything, it's going to help me. So I'm going to journal the calories, the protein, and the carbs. I'm not necessarily aiming for any particular numbers, but this way if I continue to not lose or am I losing slowly, I can go over it with my nutritionist and say, hey, what's going on? What do I need to change? Another thing is it does stop me from eating, because yesterday I was on the phone, and this must be a bad habit of mine, is once my mind is occupied with the phone or something, I'll walk to the fridge and I'll start eating. So I was like reaching into the fridge as I'm on the phone, and I realized that I was doing it, and I wasn't hungry. I had no intention of eating until the phone rang. And I told myself, I was like, Kelly, you're going to have to write this down on your food diary. And I was like, oh, I don't want to write it down. So I put it back in the fridge. So it actually helped a little bit. What else is going on? As far as exercise, same thing. I might go a couple times a week, nothing serious. 20 minutes on the elliptical, or some swimming, or lifting weights. What else is going on? I guess I can show me. Yay! Since you can't see my whole body. And I really feel like, I don't know if it's just me, but I think I look smaller in the video. And that just might be some thing I got going on in my mind. Oh, and what's really weird, and I've noticed this before when I've lost large amount of weight, it seems like nobody notices you lose weight until you stop losing weight. So I lost the 56 pounds, and then this week I didn't lose anything, and everybody noticed. I had so many people ask me. In fact, one of my clients didn't recognize me. She came up to me and she says, am I supposed to meet you for something? And I said, yeah, we have our appointment downstairs. She says, no, I meet with Miss Kelly. And I said, I am Kelly. And she goes, no, you're not. And I said, yes, I am. And she just looked at me like she was extremely confused. So I thought that was kind of funny. And other random people I haven't seen in a long time tell me they wouldn't recognize me if they saw me on the street, and that I look really good. So I definitely see a difference, but I don't think it's as drastic as what people are seeing. But because so many people are mentioning it now, I can't deny that I definitely have changed and shrunk a little bit. Trying to think if there's anything else for this week. Not that I can think of. So thank you so much for watching, and have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.